I am out here this morning. Good morning, everyone. I am out here and I'm checking out what my neighbors are doing. I'm really excited because I don't have the tools that they have. And I get really excited about all the power tools. And behind me, you can see the area that I was working on with the vines are hard for me to get because I don't have the right equipment. I only have like my power equipment that's battery operated. So I want to show you what's going on back there. I don't know if you guys can see. They have major equipment. I wish I could get closer, but I don't want to look like I'm in the way or I'm jumping down. But it's really cool because I've been praying about getting the vines away, and they're cutting back trees. So I know I'm weird. Who doesn't love heavy equipment? So outdoor power equipment. I just want to check this out and show you guys what they're doing. Oh gosh, we need one of those for the yard. It's really cool. Let me see if you guys can see in the back. I don't want to be too invasive. I love that the neighbor's doing some work on his yard too. So my brother went walking, going to walk, and then I woke up to this, all the power equipment, and I know that the neighbor's probably getting some branches and clearing his property. The EPA actually doesn't allow for him to clear some of his property because it's protected. So his side, on his property, sorry about the noise, on his property he can't build a dock because he doesn't have a pre-existing dock, which is, having riverfront property, that could be, disheartening a little bit. But what's really cool, let me see if I can flip it over, you guys can see. They have the power equipment. I know it's hard to tell to see what's going on over here, but this is just like the bane of my existence, dealing with all these vines, because they're dead right now. Well, they're dormant right now, but these vines actually hinder our persimmon trees. We have about 5 persimmon trees over there, and it's hard to get fruit because we have these potato vines and invasive vines that keep from them thriving. So just want to show you. It'll be interesting to see how much they clear. But I can already see, you can see one of the workers over here clearing those vines. There we go. He just had a handful of vines going. So interesting. I wish I could get closer, but it's not my, I gotta mind my own business. But this is definitely a gift from God. It'll make it easier, my job, once that's cleared. I'll do a little walking tour just to show you. I love this. Amazing. I love it. I love that they're clearing the property. They've got a big green machine over there. Here's my brother. My brother is blind, so I take him places to like his doctor's appointments at times. Yesterday I took him to the duck pond. He's having eye surgery on Monday. So just to let you guys know a little bit about what I do, aside from being the yard girl and, living here, taking care of what I can take care of with my little power equipment, my tools, my electric tools. This is What they have here is some major tools. This is no joke. You can hear it. It's so interesting. I wish I could get a little bit closer. Yeah, let me get a little bit closer. As long as I stay on the property, I love it. I'm sorry about I love it. So you can see that they're clearing the property. I don't want them to think that I'm mind their business, but this is like entertainment to me. Very nice. And you can see I've worked a lot on this. I wish I had, again, before and after pictures. These are pomelos. If you're not familiar with pomelos, those are some of the fruit trees that we actually we grow. If you're new to my channel, but I love watching this stuff. Yeah, I'll just be quiet while we film this. It's so interesting. I love it. It's our neighbors, and they have like a chipper, like a machine that they put and it's just mulching up all the vegetation that they're clearing. So just want to show that to you. Get a good side. I wish I had one of those machines. Persimmon trees that I was actually going to get the tree guy to cut down, because during the season we have persimmons that grow and we can't ever get to them because they're too close to the power line. I wonder what they're going to do with all that. Maybe they're just chipping it and putting it in the cool interesting. Say hello. This is what I woke up to this morning, was the power equipment going off, and it's oh my gosh, the potato vines. This is what I've been dealing with. This behind me, you can see, this is what we call the fig area. We have like a 30-year-old fig tree that is living in this little area. So I only have my Ego equipment, and so if you can see back here, actually, let me see if I can flip it. If you can see right here, this is called a potato. These are part of the potato, and you can see that the potatoes, and they're poisonous, they're toxic actually. They look just like potatoes, and that's a potato, and the vine, I killed the vine so that I'm going to clear this area at some point, probably not today. But this whole area needs to be cleared. And in this area, there's pomelo trees, but the vines have taken over, and everything here I have to do by hand, because of course we don't. This is the base of one of the pomelo trees, and it's struggling because there's so much of these potato vines, and literally they look like potatoes. Here's another one on the ground. Not the yellow one, but this guy right here. That's a potato from the potato vine, which is an invasive vine. So I came out here. I actually came out if our neighbor was taking care of some of those trees, which he is, and hopefully they'll be able to see those vines that are they climb from it's that border where it's growing on our side, and it's also covering his trees. So maybe his work crew, his yard people, his tree guys will work on that, and that will save me a ton of trouble. I might still have to get Jeremy, who's my tree guy with Milner Works. He does trees. He did trees earlier this year, actually in the summer, right before hurricane season. He was able to take a pine tree down and clear the front of the property that a huge pine tree had fallen. So, you know, like I said, our neighbor is working, has his workers, he hired people apparently to work on the trees next door, to cut them back, to do some just general maintenance. And that's really important when you have properties like ours where there's some of it's heavily wooded. We have invasive species of vines, and it's an ongoing battle. So anyone who's familiar with the potato vines and Virginia creepers and these invasive type of plants that cover trees, they could kill trees, they could ruin your orchard. Like I said, in this area we have pomelos, and right now it's pomelo season, and we have a lot that I don't know if you, let me flip it over again so you, beautiful pomelos. These are grapefruit, like they taste just like grapefruit. They're giant grapefruits of the grapefruit family. And right here you can see that vine that's hanging, and it goes to another potato vine. It goes, that's an air potato. These are called air potatoes. I don't know the actual name, the correct name for them, but we call them air potatoes here, and you can see them all over our trees. So my sister and I have been out here pretty regularly, and they get huge. That's about the size of 2 potatoes right there. And what they do is they plant themselves, they fall on the ground, and they plant themselves in the ground, and then they create this huge web of vines that can eventually kill trees. I mean, these guys are they're so prolific. And, you know, if you're from Florida, or if you have property in Florida, if you ever had to deal with the potato vines or even Virginia creepers, and even the grape, they have vines that are grapes, which is this one here. Here we go. You can see it. I don't know if you can see that. They look like little grapes. And these little seeds create more plants. And it's really a pain. So, yeah, there you go. You can see the seeds, and those are those wild grapes that are very invasive. So I'm going to show you guys, I'll show you guys what this looks like right now. I've cleared a lot of it. Again, but this used to be really thick. But hopefully by the end of, I'd say February, I'm going to try to have this area clean. But you can see again, we cut it at the base, and the plant dies, and then I started burning, because that's the best thing you could do. You want to burn, because again, we don't use chemicals on the property. And you can see I've burned some of the potato, because each little potato, air potato, is a seed, and that burned for hours a few days ago. We picked them up. My sister and I have been picking them up and just trying to get rid of them. it's gonna probably take a few seasons. There's another one. Look how big this air potato is. And I'm on zoom, like 11.1 times magnification. That's 12 times the magnification. And I'm standing probably about 14 feet away. So you can see how big they are. I'm gonna have to get in there. I'll probably work on it today while the weather is permitting. It's not raining today. But I just wanted to show you that. Oh, look at that beautiful machine. I want one of those. That would be wonderful. They're probably really expensive, I'm sure. So this is our pomelos, and the vines are extremely invasive. And this part I've cleared so you can see the green, and then this area is where there's heavy invasive vines that have affected these trees. And these trees again are about 30 years old, maybe even older. Right over here is this is a fig tree. So you can see the little tips, the little ends of the fig tree. And this used to produce a lot of figs. It's dormant right now because it's winter time here in Florida. But you can see the ends, you can see the tips. Let me see if I could, yeah. And that's a fig tree. Let me see how I can see how it kind of curves, the branches curve. That is our fig tree. And it was built over here near the well house, right? But then the vines took over, and so it didn't produce, but it's going to try to come back. We're going to be working on that. We're going to be working on this whole area over here, because during the springtime, even though there's no leaves on here right now, right, these are persimmon trees. So we've got, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 persimmon trees. Some of them died back, but these are our Tananashi, Sajo trees. These are 4 Sajo trees. Those are 4 of our Sajo trees that produce really well. They're smaller, they're the astringent variety. And so we want to get that taken care of. I'm probably gonna have to call our tree guy to take care of this, because he understands that, you know, well, he saw it during the springtime, so he knows what the issue is when we have fruit. And the fruit, if you guys go back to some of my other older videos from this past summer, this tree actually produced a lot of fruit. So I just want to come out here. I know I didn't get a lot of footage of what they're doing, because again, it's my neighbor that's doing this, and hopefully, you know, they're going to get some of the vines out, because that's really what I need to get done. It's not, again, I'll either ask my tree guy, or I'm going to go, I'm thinking about purchasing a pole saw, or a pole, like a pole chainsaw. They have an electric one through Ego, not sponsored, wish I was, but I'm not sure if that's going to be powerful enough. I've actually talked to a guy who has one of the Ego chainsaws, but for this job it might be a little bit more or too ambitious for me because these are near power lines. So anyway, I just wanted to come and say hello. I didn't just wake up. I woke up to this a few hours ago, and you know, I work throughout the year. This whole year has been a lot of clearing properties, keeping up with the yard. You guys can see my videos where I'm out in the persimmon orchard. We didn't have a great crop last year. And then we had no crop actually. We didn't even open up for U-pick. But if it's not this year, it'll be the next year. and we're just, I'm just getting it. There's only me as far as taking care of things. We could hire people, but just the nature of our trees and how old they are, and the fact that we don't use chemicals on the property. We don't use any type of insecticide or anything like that, or herbicide or anything to kill the vines. A lot of it has to be done by hand. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I know it wasn't that exciting. These are my guys, my little tractors, my two Cub Cadet tractors that are in hibernation right now. I have to get the belt fixed on one of them and then the tire on the other. So those are my guys, because I need to go out there and start mowing for the spring. So I definitely need to take care of that. Either that or get a new riding mower. I do have a push mower, but there's no way I'm gonna do 2-3 acres. And this is not just, if you've seen my other videos, the terrain is not like a lawn. It's very hilly, and there's a lot of dips and valleys. It's something that I need a riding mower. In fact, I probably need a bush hog. So I hope you guys have a great day. I love you guys. I hope that if you're out there on the West Coast and the fires, I hope that you guys are staying safe. I'm still saying prayers for those that are suffering. I have a ton of family. My aunt actually lives out in Oxnard. So I called her because I heard about the auto fire out there in Ventura County. And I have cousins that live in the valley near Glendale and Burbank. I know that those areas, everyone's being affected by smoke. And it doesn't hurt to say prayers for those that are affected. Everyone out there, the smoke, the fires, and so much destruction. So you guys are on my mind. A lot of you guys are having, some inconveniences. Some people have lost their lives, and some people have lost everything that they've built. And I get it, because we have persimmon trees over here. We live on the river, and every hurricane season, I don't know how many times the dock has been rebuilt, how many times we've had to evacuate. The last time we evacuated was in 2022, where there was a mandatory evacuation, and I am not downplaying or the fires, not even comparing it. But there is that level of, anxiety. So just like we have that anxiety, and natural disasters happen with the persimmons, persimmons are actually way far away. But if you look, you can see all the pine trees and the trees that come down. And when we have hurricane season, when there's hurricanes, I'm telling you, these trees, see these? They are swinging. They are swinging like grass in the wind. And it's a really scary feeling, especially when you're in the middle of it. So look at the guy up there in the bucket. I don't know if you guys can see that. I can't zoom anymore. Okay. But he's up in the bucket tree. And so, my point is our hearts go out for those that are affected all over the world, not just California, but the focus is on California right now because of the fires. And it hasn't stopped. I know about the Santa Ana winds. I lived in Ventura County. I lived in many places throughout Ventura and LA County when I was over there. And like I said, I have a lot of family. So I have a lot of friends actually over there as well because, you know, being there almost 10 years, I met some people, right? So just know that God is in control. And this is times when we have to, well, of course, I'm not telling anybody what to do, but if you put your faith in God and know that He knows what He's doing, that God is there to comfort you. So I love you guys. I'll see you guys on the next video.